Alright, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Issachar coming back at you for another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akar. Double honors to the apostles and elders, Grant Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into Revelation chapter 18. Now, we're going to break down this whole chapter. And this goes into specifically America being destroyed in 1 hour, 60 minutes. And this is literal. Okay, it's a literal 60 minutes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Revelation chapter 18, verse 1 on down. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils. So stop right there. Okay, so Babylon. It's not talking about ancient Babylon, where Nebuchadnezzar ruled. Okay, he's talking about right here, America. All right, right here, America, the United States. Okay, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils. Okay, so these devils right here is talking about desert creatures. Okay, desert creatures, because devil means deceiver. Okay, to deceive, false accuse. But right here, habitation of devils is become, because this is going to be the forbidden zone. Okay, this is going to be the forbidden zone. All right, the Lord is going to make an example out of America. Okay, because America is proud against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and has all 12 tribes here in slavery. Right, so these devils right here is talking about the habitation of devils. Okay, with an S, plural, because more than one, means desert creatures, so you can understand. And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird, such as owls, vultures, are going to be here. It's the only thing that's going to be here. Okay, is desert creatures and unclean birds, vultures and stuff like that. That's the only thing that's going to remain here. Alright. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So all nations, okay, because America goes around pushing their agenda, okay, stealing people's resources. America is known in the Bible as the hammer of the earth, because they go around. Look at what they do. Okay, look what happened in Venezuela. You see? Okay, it's they go around and take what they want. If leaders are not cool with America's program, okay, with their agenda, they take out their leaders. They send in economic hitman. They send in CIA, right? See, this is what happens. Okay. So when they send in economic hitman, they kill the leaders. Okay. Then they set up their own puppet leaders in there. All right. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay, so let's break this down. So all nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication. Okay, fornication. All right, the ways of this America's way of life. and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Me, her talking about America. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay, because America, they're the biggest consuming nation in the world. Okay, people here just shop, shop, shop. It's non-stop, shop, 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 right? Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven, saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Okay, so right there, all right, right there. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So, who's that voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people? All right, when the Yahweh and the angels beam up the hopeful elect. Okay, so that way they're not partakers of the ICBMs. Okay, this is the second death. Okay, because the hopeful elect is literally going to be beamed up into the chariots of Israel. All right, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities, meaning sins. Okay, because it's over. Okay, the Lord is very upset. Okay, the Lord is very upset. All right, very upset. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill her double. So what's this talking about? Okay, Revelation 18 chapter 6. Okay, Revelation chapter 18 verse 6. What's he talking about? He's talking about, okay, everything that America has done, they have to pay double. Okay, double, they have to pay double. So this is what we're about to see. Okay, Apostle Hart always says that, hey, payback's a bitch. Exactly. So this is what we are. This is what we're seeing. Okay, this is what we're seeing. Okay, payback is a bitch. All right, and we're rejoicing because we're seeing the downfall of our enemies. See, and the house of David is getting stronger and stronger. Okay, all right. Look at the house of Saul. Okay, look at these false prophets. They're getting worse and worse. Okay, the true man of the Lord, okay, are remaining strong. Okay, we hope that we're of the hopeful elect, but the true men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai haven't changed up their doctrine. They haven't went back into the world. They're still going. Okay, they're still going. So this is a beautiful thing. You know, this is a very beautiful thing. You know, it's because somebody out here is the true prophets. See, so we rejoice in what we do have. Okay, we have the name of the Lord. Okay, we have the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, we still have His word, His truth, and this is what we're holding on to. Okay, the Lord gives us our daily bread and takes care of us. See, and we're watching our enemies destroy each other. See, you know, what more, you know, do we need? Nothing. The Lord said to wait. Okay, the Lord is taking care of us. All right, remember that the Lord's taking care of us, and we have, you know, the Lord's giving us our daily bread. Okay, remember that the Lord's giving us our daily bread. So it's something that's very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. Verse 7, how much she had glorified herself. See, so America glorifies herself. All right, America doesn't glorify Yahweh Bashim Yahushai as the elect does, because the elect glorifies the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, not America. Verse 7, how much she had glorified herself. See, because she don't care America doesn't care about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They say, in God we trust. That's talking about Satan in the back of that dollar bill. Okay? Alright, remember that. It's very, very important. And live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart and her mind, America's mind, I sit a queen. You know what a queen means? Queen means a whore. Okay? Remember, America is a major whore. Okay? And am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right? Because America feels that they're never going to go down, that they're never going to see anything happen bad to America. Okay? America's going to go down in 1 hour. Verse 8, therefore, listen up, shall her plagues come in one day. Plagues. Okay, plagues are coming. Remember, the Lord told us in 2nd Ezra, I will plague Egypt with plagues as before. So it's about to go down out here. Revelation 18 verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. So death, a lot of deaths, okay? Alright, there's a lot of deaths. You see things happening in Venezuela, okay, but there's plagues, bacteria eating, diseases happening here in America. It's very, very real. And mourning and famine. Famine meaning what? Okay? Famine meaning no food, no water. Okay? No food, no water. Okay? Also a famine of the word. Okay? No, Amos chapter 8 Amos chapter 8. We won't be able to hear the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so you can understand. Okay? Alright? But a real famine of no food, no water is approaching. Okay? And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, who judgeth her. See? The Lord is very strong. You understand? Okay? And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So why are these nations gonna bewail over her? Okay, why are they gonna lament? Okay, why are they going to lament over her? Bewail means crying. Lament means to cry. Wailing, okay, but why? Because America is gonna be nuked. Okay, John the Revelator tells us in Revelation chapter 9 that America is going to be hit with what? 900 million, 200 million warheads. Okay, 200 million warheads. And that's in Revelation chapter 9. Okay, this is also still John the Revelator and Revelation 18, what we're reading right now. Okay, John the Revelator received a lot of visions, many things. Okay, on the island of Patmos. All right, very major right here. So why are these nations that are let's read verse 9 again. Revelation chapter 18 verse 9. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right. So why are they going to be crying over her? Okay. All right. Why are they going to be crying over her? Because they can't make money off these other nations. So you can understand. Okay, off America. Okay, these other nations can't make money off America. So they're not going to be crying because they love America. Oh, that's their friend, that's their buddy. No, they can't make money off America. So these other nations are going to see the smoke of America. But why? Because of the ICBMs. America's going to get hit with 200 million warheads. Okay? And that's going to have all of America, all 5,000 square miles destroyed. All 10 FEMA regions. Okay? So from the west coast to the east coast. Alright? From sea to shiny sea. You see? So they're going to be crying, these other nations, because they're all, you know, they're making money off America. All right, look at how much product China brings. Okay, pretty much everything is made in China. Okay, these toys, a lot. Okay, there's things made in Korea, but look at how many things are made in China. There's so many things that are made in China. Especially all these toys and stuff out here. Many things come from China. All these other nations are making money off America, big time. See, so they're gonna cry, not because, oh man, America, that was, you know, we were friends, and no, we were partners. No, it's just because, that's right. It's because they can't make money off America. See? All right, verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment. Okay? Standing afar off for the fear of her torment. So for the fear of her torment, because they're going to be way back, because it's going to be destroyed that bad. Imagine the whole landmass of the United States being hit with thermonuclear missiles. Okay? Saying, at last, at last. Listen up, because this is the first time that the Lord tells us through John the Revelator, his prophet, that America is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. Okay, this is the first verse, and it in this chapter, okay, it tells us 3 times. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai tells us 3 times through his prophet John the Revelator. Revelation 18 verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, at last. That great city, Babylon, that mighty city. See with an exclamation mark? Because they are a mighty city. Look at how America just does whatever they want. Over there at the G7 summit meeting, you know, these top meetings, who's in charge? Trump, okay, United States. All right, that is Revelation 17, okay? All right, because the whore that sits on the beast, okay, the America controls. Why? Because they had the biggest guns. All right, and that's in Revelation 17 chapter. See that? Okay, they may not, and a lot of American allies are talking crap. You know, they're turning on America. That's also Revelation 17. Okay, they're turning on America. You know, people don't trust America, or they don't trust Trump. See? So it's only about to increase. Okay, these things are only about to increase. That mighty city, for in 1 hour, Akim Aqua, is thy judgment come. So 60 minutes. 60 minutes. All right. Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. See? Because, but why is that? Because America is going to be completely destroyed. Verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble. Okay, verse 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Okay, verse 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. So all these things that America has, okay, all these things that America has, it's going to be found no more. Okay, because here in America, it's all about conveniency. Okay, you know, they don't even have to leave their houses. Okay, they could just order food and it comes right to their house. Okay, they could even order an automobile. You know, there's something called Carvana or something like that. You know, where the people can order their cars and a car can just arrive right to their house. See? So this place is living lavishly. They're very comfortable. They got everything that heart can wish beyond. You know? See? But that's turning the society into simps. Okay? People are bitch made. Excuse my Italian. Alright, but these Americans, okay, these Babylonians are not prepared for war at all. Okay, so what's that doing? That is that's rocking the people to sleep, and they're becoming more soft. Okay, all right, so you can understand. Verse 15. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Verse 16. And saying, at last, at last. Saying, at last, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches, this is the second time, okay, that Yahweh Shemiel Shai tells us through John the Revelator that's going to be destroyed in 1 hour. Verse 17. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. So that's 1 hour, right? Verse 17, that's the second time. Verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city. Okay, this is the third time that the Lord tells us that America is going to be destroyed in 1 hour, 60 minutes, by John the Revelator. Okay, wherein were made rich all that had ships and the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour, 60 minutes, is she made desolate. So America will be destroyed in literally 60 minutes. Okay, literally 60 minutes. Verse 20, rejoice over her, and thou heaven and ye holy apostles and prophets. Okay, It's separate, apostles and prophets. Okay, because the true prophets, teachers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're not down with America. We're not down with the New World Order and the ways of this world. Okay, we follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For the Most High, okay, for Yahweh hath avenged you on her. So, are we supposed to be getting guns and fighting everybody we see and all that? No. Okay, if you have to defend yourself, then yeah, defend yourself. But if not, okay, remember, yeah, we look out for one another. Okay, but we're not out here picking fights and, you know, being stupid. Okay? Yeah, when you go out together with brothers, sisters, look out for one another, you know? You know, hey, you can have a drink and stuff, but, you know, watch each other's back. Alright? Remember that. To the hopeful elect out there, you know, we're all we got. Okay, those that believe, hey, you know, take care of your brothers and sisters. You know, take care of them. You know, watch over them. You know, do what you, you know, do what you can. You know, the Lord, we are in the Lord's hands. We're hoping that we can receive mercy, but you know, watch each other's back. You see, put on as the hopeful elect, because there's. Look at how many people there are in this world compared to those who believe. Alright then, verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. See? And cast it into the sea. Thus, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. There it is. And shall be found no more at all. Because Babylon, alright, America is going to be thrown down by violence. Because how did the so-called white man take America? By killing our brothers and sisters. Okay, the tribe of Gad, alright, tribe of Issachar, okay, they took this land violently. So the Lord's going to take them down violently. See? Payback's a bitch. As Apostle Tahar says. Revelation 18 verse 22. The voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. Verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Witchcraft, Akim Aqua, witchcraft, because these leaders here of America, okay, also the Rothschilds, the elites, okay, but right here the focus is on America. They are warlocks, witches, wizards. Wizard, it's a male. They're a male witch, okay. Exodus 22 verse 18. What do the scriptures say? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, right? So remember, Yahweh, our Heavenly Father, is going to send Yahweh Shai down here, okay, with the angels, and they're going to do a lot of killing, okay, along with the house of David, the 144,000, okay? Alright, the 144,000. Verse 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets, and of saints, and of all that were slain upon the earth. Okay, because yeah, you know, Revelation 20 verse 4, there is going to be some martyrs. Okay, some of us have to give up our lives, you know, but that's a beautiful thing. You know, remember, we're fighting that and hoping that we may endure until the end. All right, but the Lord said He's not going to put more on us than what we can't handle. All right, remember that. So here's some photos for you guys. Right here, got some visuals. Right, so these are all these ICBMs hitting. This is Washington there. Okay. All right, but it's America. See the ICBMs there. Right here. This is the this is represents the seventh angel. Okay, in Revelation. Okay, how the elect are getting. See how the ICBMs are going off, burning things, and the elect are going to the ships at the same time. This is why the scripture is written, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Because the elect are going to be saved through the fire. See? You know, so there's no reason to be walking. This is why it's so retarded that the wacky tacky Christians say, oh, I've been saved already. I've been saved. No, okay, there's still a whole lot more that we got to endure. A whole lot more. See? Right here, when the hopeful elect are inside the ships, okay, and this is what we hope we're a part of, brothers and sisters, okay, that we get beamed up into the chariot of Israel. See, there's a chariot right there, right on top. All America is being destroyed, which we just read, Revelation chapter 18. Okay, get that there. And also, this is the elect in what? A big chariot singing the songs of Moses. Okay, all right. This is what we hope for. Right here, this is a big chariot. Okay, shooting lasers on the you know, on these cities. All right, and you can see right here. Look at, they're Jakes. Okay, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be the ones being beamed up into the chariots of Israel. See that? So this is a beautiful picture here. So this is what we're fighting for, Akim and Aqua. You know, stay strong, on your feet, soldier. Until next time, Shalom.